Let's take a look at our starters. Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Garrett Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in at center. Now here's Covington. Stolen by Beverley. Here's George, and it's in there.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Leonard finds George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
5 on the clock. And the basket by Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And it's the Clippers' ball. George passes to Leonard. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Now here's Powell. Covington down low. Working on Zubac. Covington's shot is off. Here's George. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And here is Los Angeles now. Portland making their last shot. Outside Leonard. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And here is Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets the 3 fly. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 4. Covington wide open. He fires. No good from outside. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Beverley against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go with Leonard. Nobody.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard scanning the floor. Fires from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Leonard. Outside for George. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. Misses the 3. And up the floor again, the Clippers running the floor. Morris finds George. Shoots over Powell. The shot by George, no good. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the... Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. Here's Beverley after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Outside Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Morris outside. Over Giles. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Cantor finds McCollum. Here's Giles. He's guarded by Cousins. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Had the space there, but it's offline. Los Angeles leading by 7. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better. Keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Here's Simons. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got his first bucket of the night.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Outside, Batum. Kennard against McCollum. Jackson passes to Ibaka. On the wing, Jackson still looking for his first bucket in this one. Count that one.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Kennard.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Powell for three. Offensive rebound. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And there it is for them.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Lillard against Jackson. To the middle. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Jackson. Ibaka's got his first points in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Nobody near Lillard. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 8 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Jackson. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Off target from three-point range. Kennard with the ball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently not the good defender.
And that does it for the first half of play. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm right out of the gates. It was the Clippers setting the tone. You could see the daggers in there. And that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Little. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Out left to the wing. Little passes to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Covington into the lane. Lillard outside. Jones for 3. The shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was not. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. Nurkic in the post. Zubac's defending. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The active hands in anticipation. Patrick Beverley doing Patrick Beverley-like things.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Now here's Lillard. Feeds to Nurkic. Covington in the corner. Over Morris. Portland again missing.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And the rejection by Zubac. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 8 on the bucket from Covington.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Pass to George. And the pass to Zubac. And here's Leonard from 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Little. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Now McCollum after the missed 3 from Serge Ibaka. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
No good from Cousins. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Cantor has a lane to the rim. He sees 2 points. This guy's a vicious dunker.
Kennard on the wing. 3-pointer. And Cantor pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Giles jams it in off the great move.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Giles.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
That one drops. He ties it up. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Back to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland again missing. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Kennard. Got it. Good job in the low post. Kennard's got 6. That will count. Off the mark. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Jackson, then it's Ibaka, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Shot clock at 6.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Batum passes to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now here's Jackson. Passes to Kennard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. From deep. Good on the triple. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Zach Collins checked in for Giles. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. George dishes to Beverly. Morris against Collins. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Lillard outside. Over Beverly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard kicks to George. There's the pass to Zubac. Outside, George. Wide open look. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Now Lillard. Cantor finds Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Lillard. Over Beverly. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And his Cantor so aggressive and assertive. Big time play.
McCollum against George. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Leonard, the pass to Morris. Right side Leonard. And the shot goes down.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard outside. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
George dishes to Beverly. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Inside, Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Kansas. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Now, here's George. Pass to Leonard. George against Powell. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Lillard. Powell for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it. And we've got
Hey, Kevin.
terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. Jackson dishes to George. It's hauled in by Giannis.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the first points of the night for Milwaukee.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
And in this one, Brent, terrific talent on both sides. Everyone getting their popcorn ready.
Yeah, lots of people tuning into this one, Kevin. And, you know, regular season games, there's always talk about, it's another game. This is not another game. This is prime time.
And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Leonard with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Now, here's George. Plenty of space. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee the rebound. Here's Lopez. Middleton against Leonard. 5 to shoot. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. Over Holiday. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
George passes to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. There's the dish to Lopez. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Los Angeles leading by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Zubac, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And again, the Bucks miss. The Clippers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Leonard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Takes a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Zubac's the pass to George. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. He's got 8.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
6-second difference between shot and game play. Outside Holiday, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. The Clip. And recently on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of lift, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
T kicks to Forbes. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kennard's shot is off. Bucks trail by 8. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Forbes. Both free throws good from Forbes.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Beverly. He gets it in there. Beverly's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside Teague, outside Portis, and the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. On defense, the Clippers, they're leading by 8. Forbes the pass to Portis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the 2nd quarter. Now Beverly. Over in the corner, Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Here's Ibaka. Feeds it to Cousins. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's Forbes. Connects from three-point range. Forbes has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Passes it to Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's the Bucks on the break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Here's Cousins, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jeff Teague.
Cousins with a great job of using the pump fake, exposing the ball, getting the defender out of position, and taking advantage.
And he's good on the second. Bucks trail by 6. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Forbes the pass to Tucker. Here's the three. Batum grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fall.
Oh, yikes. Look out below. About that finish. Oof.
Yeah, Cousins determined to finish that time any which way he could, sprinting up the court whenever he's got a chance.
Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. At the tip. Teague the pass to Portis. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Clippers leading by 8. And here's Kennard. Stolen. First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Tucker. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Ford. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Beverly against Holiday. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 6. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. On the wing, Holiday. Middleton for 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back, dude. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He led. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. Middleton against Batum.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Clippers leading by 4. Beverly with the ball. Pass to Kennard. The 3, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's DiVincenzo.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Over in the corner, Cousin on the wing, Batum. Kennard for three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. He kicks to Lopez. 90 seconds now into the second half. Holiday surveying the floor. He feeds it to Middleton. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Giannis. And it's George finishing it off. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Well, it's nice to see Paul George make a read, be in the right position to collect that loose ball and do something with it.
Giannis outside. He dishes it to Lopez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Holiday against Jackson. Morris outside. The pass to Leonard. Stolen by Middleton. It's Giannis with the drive. Good work defensively by Morris.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Jackson against Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Launches a three. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Offensive rebound. Outside for George. Jackson passes to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Middleton. For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Passes it to Holiday. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. No, he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Giannis in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
George against DiVincenzo. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Giannis outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by George wide open. The Clippers get another chance here. Leonard no luck. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 6. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Jackson finds George. Jacks up a 3. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. There's the 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
The defense has to be beside.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The feed to Cousins. And that one drops.
Cousins went into third gear that time, a little quicker on the release, but excellent at letting that one rip.
Outside Teague. Dishes it to Tucker. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And Ibaka kicks to Cousins. Beverly wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
To the paint, here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Beverly. Ibaka with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Connaughton passes to Portis. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And that one's good. Beverly.
I mean, with just how dominant he can be scoring inside and outside, to have that kind of vision, wow, what a complete center.
Here is Forbes. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Beverly dishes to Batum. Now here's Kennard. Up again, and Ibaka is right there.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Giannis right side. And Forbes has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to Morris. Zubats the pass to Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Back to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The tray. And Lopez pulls it down.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Outside, George. From deep three-point range. The Clippers rebound.
Oh, great job there tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Second chance shot, and it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Pass to George. From past the arc. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. Lock at 6. From deep. Jackson passes to Zubac. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Holiday attacking.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. All free throws good from Drew Holiday. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. George from deep three-point land.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
So the Clippers with the win. Probably. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, the land of the free.
It's the NBA on 2K.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does it. Indeed. Thanks, David. So the next starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Fires for three. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A finish. And Harden with the stuff.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
And Leonard gets it to go.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
Irving with a clean look. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Jackson. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Knocks it loose. Harden scanning the floor. Durant for three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Beautiful catch and shoot from Kevin Durant. He's one of those guys that can do it consistently every night.
Outside Jackson. Back to George. Leonard on the wing. Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Now George.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Now here's Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I mean, on those alley-oop plays from Blake Griffin, you can't give him room to take off.
Now here is George. Outside Leonard. Outside George. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Irving way outside. And the three off target.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That'll put Paul George on the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Morris puts the move on, and the layup is up and in.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. On the wing, Harris. Outside Irving. Pass to Katie. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. The Clippers trail. Leonard with no one around. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Oh, Griffin in position. Irving finds Griffin. Here's Harris. Irving passes to Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's a rough way to make a living, but somebody has to do it. Blake Griffin absorbing a lot of contact in the painted area.
Now here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And it's sent back by George. Inside, here's Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Nets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. I mean, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 8 points. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
George way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Harden with the stuff.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
George against Irving. From 12 feet out. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
On kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Pops it up for Jordan. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie against Beverly. The drive by Cousins. Mann passes to Ibaka. Here's Mann, guarded by Jordan. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Up top, Brown. Kennard covering. Brown with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Kennard kicks to Cousins. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good with the triple. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Green with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And Brown over to help. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Back to Kennard. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. One-on-one fast break. Here's Luwawu. Powered down with both hands.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kennard.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. And stolen by Cousins. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. They put together the kind of powerful run. Man, that's going to...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Brooklyn now, Brown out there with Irving, and it's Durant, then it's Jordan, and it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. The feed to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
And Cousins throws it down.
A great play call, perfectly in rhythm, ending with the powerful flush by Cousins.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. The wide open look for Durant. Drills the three-pointer. Durant's got 8.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
There's the pass to Kennard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And here's Irving. 8 points for him. Lobbed up there for Durant. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And that one's good. Beverly's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a change for the Nets. Griffin's checked in. Leonard with the steal. On the wing, Batum. Guarded by Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Irving drives in. KD against Leonard. Takes the 3. It's stolen by Morris. On the wing, George. Durant with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Leonard kicks to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Brown. Jordan against Zubac. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Outside, George. Count the basket. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Passes it to Leonard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on James Harden.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson.
And no one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop, and that thing is a deadly shot.
Kennard for three. Second chance effort. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Leonard finds Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And the Clippers miss again.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by 1. We've got more in. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Patrick Beverley. Patrick Patterson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Man's checked in. From deep Harden. It's hauled in by Beverley.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas. The rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The range of Luke Kennard on display. This guy is a lights-out shooter.
It's Harden with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Kennard against Harden. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. The open shot by Kennard. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Back to Ibaka. Griffin with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And for Beverley, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Here's Jackson. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. High post, Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Outside for KD. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. High post, Zubac. Leonard looking over the floor. Back to Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. Durant for 3. But they recover it. Takes a 3. Here's Harden. Nets passing it around. From deep. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jackson has the open look. And another 3 for the Clippers.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Outside, George. He kicks it to Leonard. Pass to Jackson. And here's Morris for three. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's sent back by George.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin comes in for Joe Harris, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Los Angeles leading by 8. Outside, George. He logs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Kicks it to Durant. Here's Jordan. Irving against Jackson. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Yep, it counts.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
.58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Jackson. To the middle. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Pass to Zubac. Jordan with the rebound.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And here's Harden for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The dish now to Morris. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George from about 19 feet. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
A deep three from Durant. Trifecta.
And that's what he does. KD, a crunch time assassin.
Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. Misses. So it's the Clippers taking the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here is Morris. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And then Lillard slams it in.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Now here's Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 5 now.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo has to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
And now Portland on the break. Now the pass to Nurkic. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Out to Morris. Puts up a 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, yeah, Morris is just a tremendous shooter. He has great touch from beyond the arc.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Zubac. The shot by George, no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Steps back and fires. And he drops that one in. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Powell against George. Pass to Zubac. Kicks to Beverly. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Zubac. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line. But has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter? He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is George. Pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Morris. Zubac, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Lillard did To Lillard. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Covington kicks it out to Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
It's no wonder right there in front when you're taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lays it up and banks it in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Leonard against Anthony. Pass to Lillard. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Beyond the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And what confidence from Beverly squaring himself up as the pass was coming his way. So he was ready to fire.
Here's Lillard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performances, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Giles. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Stolen by Kanter. And now it's Giles running. He can go all the way.
A superb concentration from the clever guard. McCullers, he's so used to getting knocked around, going up easy for him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Clippers trail by 5. Jackson looking around. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got his first points of the night.
Well, not just a jump shooter. Kennard is more than capable of doing a little damage from the interior as well.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. McCollum's got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Outside Jackson. Here's Ibaka. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anthony against Batum. Simons, the pass to Anthony. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Batum. Here's Kennard. And that one is hammered home.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
McCollum outside. The pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Over Kennard. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 8 points in the quarter.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. Anthony against Batum. Left side, Ibaka. 4 on the clock. Over Kanter. Ibaka, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 4. Moving it up. Here's McCollum. Over to the left wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Anthony, the pass to Giles. Anthony dishes to McCollum. Steps back and shoots.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Here's Simon. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Kennard after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Outside Jackson, back to Kennard. The dish to Cousins. And it's Portland with the rebound. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Canner. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Batum against McCollum. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Kennard with the ball, and he slams it one-handed.
Watch out, Luke Kennard cleared for takeoff.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Giles. Passes to Simons. It's McCollum on the wing. Elbow shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. McCollum's got 12 points in the game.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Offside Ibaka. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. Over in the corner, Lillard. Portland needs to get off the shot, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. Outside Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 5 now.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Powell. The pass to Jones. Feeds to Covington. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And here's Beverly. 5 points in the game. Pass to George. Back to Beverly. He feeds it to George. Shoots over Powell. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Trailblazers leading by 6. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard against George. His first shot coming late. Covington's shot is off. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now Jones still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers trail by 4. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Morris outside. To the inside. Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Can they get it? The shot by Powell, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Leonard finds Beverly. Powell with the steal. Jones with it. Leonard picks him up. Up again, and it's Lillard on the follow. Lillard's got 19 points.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
Beverly against Lillard. Passes it to George. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. George has got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Kicks it out to Jones. Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Second chance effort. Drained for 2 points. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Got to D up Lillard at all times. You can't afford to lay off of him for a second. That's when he strikes.
Pass to Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. It's hauled in by George. Leonard inside. It could go. And he beats the buzzer. Wow! It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Portland out in front, leading by a point. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Simons the pass to Kanter. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Kennard against McCollum. Back to Anthony, to the wing right side. And there's the pass to Giant. Fires from 14. The Clippers grab the miss. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. McCollum outside. Now here's Jackson. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's Simons missing.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Back to Cousins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Portland trailing here. McCollum with the ball. Free throw line jump shot. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his fourth rebound in this one. And Batum kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Kennard. Outside Jackson. Floats it up for Cousins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Simons, the pass to Cannon. And the rejection by Cousins.
Are using great defensive instinct. Cousins will swat anyone's shot away. He's relentless.
Ibaka dishes to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And the basket by McCollum.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is, even in big parts of the game. You can depend on him to step his game.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Passes it to Kennard. The tray. Los Angeles with another miss. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, again, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Collins comes in for Harry Giles. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. Count that one. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Anthony against Leonard. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. All sorts of time, and he swishes it right through. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic. A fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Got it!
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Nurkic finds Powell. Back to Nurkic. Shoots from the elbow. It counts!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. Outside Leonard. Down low. Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And one thing you talk about with Lillard, great at all times, but absolutely lethal in the clutch.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Here's Leonard. Back to George. From deep. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the... Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Holiday finds Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Zubac. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from George.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And so here are the Clippers after the basket by Milwaukee. Takes it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. And it falls over the rim and in.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here we go. Stops. Pops. That's good for George on the assist by Jackson. George has got his second basket of the night. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Holiday has it in the corner. Here's Middleton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Now, here's George. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. From 10 feet out. And that one comes up a bit short. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too. And the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Now, here is George. And it's George finishing it off.
how about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Another shot. Lopez, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Leonard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. George finds Zubats. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Leonard missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
3 on 3. Lob pass to George. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
Now here's Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
For 3, Middleton. He can't get that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Forbes can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. Bucks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Portis kicks to Forbes. Portis trying to free himself. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the floor. Beverly finds Ibaka. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. And that one is off. Great D that time from T. Here is Forbes, defended by Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley. and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Here's Nora, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
They need this one. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Yeah, you know, you go back to when Cousins was drafted, and there were some that questioned his attitude, but lately, I don't think that's the case anymore.
Here's Norrell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Ibaka comes with the double team. Portis kicks to Forbes, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside, Batum. Passes it to Cousins. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Cousins gets it to go. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Hey, DeMarcus Cousins is really an effective guy inside. Give him the ball.
Teague, the pass to Forbes. Portis with it. Defended by Ibaka. Portis kicks to Forbes. And again, the Bucks miss. Los Angeles leading by 3. Out to the wing. Cousins finds Beverly. And here's Kennard. And the pass to Cousins. That one goes in. Cousins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Pass to Teague. To stop the run. And he sinks the layup. Teague's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, guys, you've just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. That's a 2 from Kennard. That one a little long. Bucks trail by 3. It's stolen by Ibaka. Batum passes to Cousins. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Teague. Pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. DeMarcus Cousins,
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead up. And that'll do it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Cousins getting it done.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson, then it's Paul George, and it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Middleton for 3. The wide open look here for Lopez. Stolen by Jackson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 7. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on George.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Jackson against Holiday. It's thrown by to Kumbo. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Los Angeles leading by 4. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Giannis outside. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic decision from Antetokounmpo. He's lethal in pick-and-roll situations, clearly.
Jackson passes to George. Here's Zubac. The dish to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
High post Lopez. Outside Holiday. Misses the 3. Los Angeles leading by 6. Morris inside, covered by Giannis. And that one drops. George has got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Leonard against Middleton. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the wide open shot for Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Holiday looking for an opening. Inside, it's stolen by Morris. Leonard against Middleton. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 11-point game. From deep three-point range, pulls from the top of the key and misses it off the right side of the rim. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Finishes the break with a slam.
Watch out below when Middleton rises up like that. Remarkable at punching it down on you.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 9. Nwora, the pass to Tucker. And he banks in the layup. Tucker's got his first 2 points.
Tucker doing a nice job getting it done from there.
Now Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Ibaka right side. Outside for Batum. To the middle. Ibaka, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
T can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
1 second left. He doesn't hit that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles on top, leading by 9. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Teague in at the point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Beverly. Back to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Cousins finds Beverly. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Teague. There's the pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. Back to Tucker. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Cousins. Kennard kicks to Cousins. Pass to Beverly. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Forbes. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Cousins, the pass to Batum. It's rebounded by T. The Bucks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Pushing it up. Here's Mora. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, Tucker ever unself.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for T. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Hey, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Outside Jackson. Passes to George. From downtown. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will come the other way. A 3 from Morris. Rebound Milwaukee. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. Middleton can't get it to go.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Here's Morris. Back to Jackson. The pass to Zubac. Leonard finds Zubac. Pulls up. And Leonard gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 8. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
For three, it's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 8. From the arc, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3 ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
Pass to Middleton. Tries yet again. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Pass to Leonard. From deep three-point range, it's not going to go for him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
George with the ball. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a very strong... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And looking at the Nets, we've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And now the Clippers on the break. And a deep three from George. It's hauled in by Harris. And here's Brooklyn. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And Durant gets it to go.
No, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Morris outside. Takes it out to Leonard, and stolen by Harris. To the paint, stolen by Beverly. Here's George, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And the second free throw, good. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Griffin passes to Durant. 20 feet out. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
Here's Beverly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A nice shot by Irving.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The pass to George from outside the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The 3 from KD. The shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's Irving after the basket by Los Angeles. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game.
Come on.
George looking over the floor. Passes it to Morris. And that one hits back iron. The Nets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. It's deflected. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. It's good. Beverly's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Durant with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It doesn't matter the zip code. Kevin Durant, when he steps over the half-court line, is in his trigger range. My goodness.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Tries a 3 off the inbound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Durant kicks to Harden. From deep. The offensive rebound.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Jackson. Ibaka outside. Shoots over Griffin, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Here's Jackson following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Jackson passes to Cousins. Down low. It's stolen by Green.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Jackson misses. Brooklyn trailing. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. That ties it up. Luwabu's got his first bucket in this one. Clippers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Jackson passes to Kennard. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, let's remember, at his size, this is a very mobile 4. He can stretch the defense, and in this instance, just does some work in the pick and roll.
Now here's Jordan. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Dinwiddie's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. Jackson looking it over. Banked in off the glass.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Here's Brown. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Jordan.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Dinwiddie outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Nice move. Got a hand on it. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Jumps up, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. For 3, Harris. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Back to Batum. Lets it go from deep. Kennard's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
For the Clippers, 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Leonard on the wing. The shot off that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's 2-on-1. Throws it up high. Beverly finds Morris. Nobody near Leonard. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Leonard's got 6.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Irving can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morris passes to Beverly. Out to Morris. The 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Harden outside. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. Their lead at one point was up to 6. Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
So I bet. Here is Durant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Misses the step-back jump shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Los Angeles leading by 8. About 1 minute played here in the second half. The three from George. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Feeds it to KD. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here's the break. George with no one around. Trains the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here's KD. It's stolen by Morris. There's the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Irving can't hit.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Everly with the ball. He has 6. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
It's Durant on the wing, covered by Morris. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Floats it up for Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
What's better as an alley-oop partner than a man with great length and great hands? Go to work, DeMarcus.
It's Brown with the drive. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside Jackson. To the middle. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Outside for Jackson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Here's Dinwiddie. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here now the Clippers. They're on a 16-6 run. Batum finds Jackson. And there's the pass to Cousins. Over Green. No good from Cousins.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Now here's Jackson. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Brown against Kennard. Basket good. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers lead by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Jordan. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
That free throw, no good. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Jackson against Harden. On the wing, Batum. Passes it to Ibaka. Over Jordan. Ibaka, no luck. Nets trail by 15. On the wing, Irving. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The Clipper shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Pass to Kennard. Launches it. The shot that time, not on target. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Nobody near Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. Jackson against Harden. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. This one for three, and the three ball is good. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And Durant launches from deep, and the Nets another three.
That Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Outside, Batum trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Here's Ibaka. And Irving pulls it down.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Come on. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Los Angeles leading by 9. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. In the corner, it's Morris. Launches a three, and the Clippers miss again. Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Irving for three. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Stolen by Harden, and Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Shoots the three. Harden's shot is off.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. KD, he's open, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Now, just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. George against Irving, and George, here we go, and it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Now Irvin. Harden outside. Fires the three. That one misses.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor. And Griffin is one of them. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Beverly dishes to George. 40 seconds left in the fourth. The pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. On the top of the key, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Clippers lead by 6.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Drains it from downtown.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Outside, George. Back to Beverly from deep three-point range, and the miss. So it's Los Angeles taking the W. And all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.